Across Queensland, 9,000 children are now in care, increasingly because of their parents' drug addictions. One woman spoke to reporter Kathy McLeish to tell of her fight back to motherhood to regain custody of her child.
Moments like these are precious, especially for this mum. We can't use Diane's real name or her son's because he's under a child protection order.
Originally, there was a 2-year order. It wasn't until well and truly after a year I was able to see him.
Diane says her son was born into the chaos of heroin addiction and a violent relationship.
It's hard to look back and see how much damage you've caused and to see how far things were spiralling out of control.
She says she tried to change, but rehab services weren't easy to access, particularly in regional Queensland. At 6 months, her baby was taken into care.
I was in trouble. It was bad, really bad. It was either death or wake up.
She did wake up, finding more support in Brisbane. With her partner, she's worked hard to prove she can provide a safe home for her son. Earlier this year, she got him back.
It took him a while to call me mum, so I had to wait till he was ready. I had to earn that. So I couldn't imagine not hearing that every day.
It's not an easy space to work in, and those success stories are what keep us going.
UnitingCare Queensland's Samantha Clintworth says the numbers of children and families needing help keeps rising.
In 2013, we were looking at around 11.5% of our clients had significant struggles with substance abuse. What we saw in 2016 was more than doubling of that statistic to 33%. Chronic addiction and ICE increasingly coming up as a major concern.
The figures are especially troubling in the so-called ICE corridors of central and southern Queensland.
We also unfortunately see a directly correlated increase in domestic and family violence and also in financial distress. So it has a profound impact on the family from every angle.
Since late last year, parents under intervention orders have been drug tested. So far, 60% have tested positive for ICE. Most of the children were found to be neglected, 1/3 had been emotionally harmed, 11% had suffered physically. In response, the government launched its Action on ICE draft plan and a series of summits in regional Queensland. It's also promised an extra $65 million for child protection. The peak body says regional Queensland must be prioritised.
There's no magic wand. What shows the greatest promise is counselling services. It's about support systems.
Diane wants others to know it is possible to find a way back.
There is hope, even when you think there's none.
Submissions to the government's ICE plan close at the end of the week. Kathy McLeish, ABC News.